Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Mercury entering into Taurus reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So, thank you so very much for doing so. So, let's see what the cards have to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. All right, perfect. Okay, so we are crowned here with the death card reversed. Now, Scorpio, that's us coming through. We're represented by the death card in the major arcana. So there is this transformation, there is the sense of self, also that we are kind of fighting against a transformation that we are fighting against for ourselves. And also, we can get in our own way during this time. So just be mindful about that. The death card is actually one of the best cards, the most beautiful cards in the whole entire tarot. So seeing that and being aware of that we can kind of be in our own way, being too much in our own head is going to be important, because as Mercury enters into Taurus on the 15th of May, what we're going to find is that we're focusing on, there's a focus on a shift of maintaining boundaries in our lives and boundaries in our relationships. What do I want? Where do I need to be? We're not wanting to create stress. We're wanting to be empowered through really expressing and fulfilling our needs. Again, seeing ourselves, showing up for ourselves. And we can have a tendency just to feel a little bit overwhelmed by this, or a little bit like, I don't know if I'm showing up for myself correctly, or I don't know what it is that I want. So do be aware of this during this time. And then has the hangman reversed. So we're seeing things differently. And we've seen things differently, and we're seeing things differently again. So this is going to be a time as well where we're questioning, okay, how do I move forward? Remember, Taurus energy can be a bit traditional, so we can be having a bit of difficulty with that. We need our personal space during this time as Mercury enters into Taurus, but it's also going to be really healthy for us to assert our desires and what it is that we want. It brings us then to the Eight of Swords reverse, and that is a beautiful card to have reverse. There's this real sense of, I am releasing doubts and fears and negativities, hurts and pains and disappointments. I'm getting out of my own head, and I'm really entering into myself, what I desire, what I want, where I need to be for me. But I'm stopping the overthinking. I'm stopping the questioning, the feeling overwhelmed. And it brings us to the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords reversed is this being really aware of lies, really aware of lies and doubts and fears that we have had, lies that we have held onto, that we thought, oh, well, it has to be true, right? It has to be my fault, or it has to be like this, or it has to be like that, because somebody else said it was. It brings us then to the Six of Swords reverse. I think that's very interesting. We have 6, 7, and 8 if we go this way. And the Six of Swords is moving forward very slowly, moving forward to what you desire, what you want. You have your knowledge, you have your skills. Now it's time to move forward. With that reverse, we're going to want to move forward very, very quickly. We have our doubts and our fears, but it's kind of like, okay, if I just hit the gas pedal, if I just go, 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 then everything will be fantastic. And here it's like, okay, just slow down a bit. It moves us to the moon reverse. Now, the moon is Taurus energy, not Taurus energy. The moon is Pisces energy. The moon is in Taurus. We're in a Taurus time frame up until the 20th of May. And so as Mercury moves into Taurus, it amplifies the Taurian energy around us. And Scorpio, one of the reasons also why this is so intense is that Taurus is our sister sign. Taurus brings out the best, or Taurus can bring out kind of the worst in us, just like sisters can, right? They know the buttons to press. And then we have the star reverse. So we have Pisces energy, and we have Aquarius energy. So if you have Pisces or Aquarius in your chart, just know that it can come forward a little bit more difficult during this time. We can be doubting, we can be questioning, but there's also a sense of fears, of delusions, of illusions coming forward, a sense of, do I know what it is that I want? Do I know the way that I need to move forward for me? Am I looking at this right? We're coming to Mercury moving into Taurus with a lot of questions. And this is going to be a time where, yeah, a lot of those questions get to be answered. We get to have our feet firmly on the ground. We're questioning the way that we see things. We're thinking, oh, should it be like this? Should I be like that? We're questioning us. We're thinking, you know what? I have to be the problem. Now, this isn't saying that we are saints, that we can't do anything wrong. That's not the case here. But Spirit is saying, don't be so hard on yourself. Look at yourself and show respect and show kindness to you as you're moving forward to what it is that you want in your life. It's healthy to assert what we desire. It's healthy to say, but this is me. And stop beating yourself up. That is going to be the most important thing you can do as your voice, as Mercury, as the way we travel, the way we move in this world comes into Taurus. And Taurus is saying, hey, be present. Be present in the here and in the now. Stand your ground. Know what you want, and go after it. Look for quality over quantity. And this is going to be a time with the Eight of Swords that we need to get out of our own heads. And we are going to be getting out of our own heads. Now, let's see what Spirit has to say. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a flower in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on Sunday. So good luck to everyone. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Oh, and hit the bell notification because that announcement will come through the video. And yeah, don't listen to anything else other than that video. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Here we have goddess energy, and that makes perfect sense. We need to stabilize ourselves and ground ourselves here on this earthly plane. We need to embrace our goddess energy, our sacred feminine, however we say it, however we feel comfortable bringing that energy forward. And so that's going to be very beautiful for us. That's going to be very important for us. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Here we have divine wisdom reversed. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. There's a blockage in our soul star chakra that's keeping us from really embracing our wisdom, really connecting with our greater voice, our greater knowledge, which is going to be something here during this time when Mercury enters into Taurus that we're going to be learning about, we're going to be seeing, we're going to be saying, I need to open up to the power of me, to the power I need to step forward in myself in. And we're going to be looking at that blockage there. I know all these cards are reversed. And so we could be saying, oh no, this is terrible. It's not terrible. We have some really good warnings here to keep us strong, to keep us talented. We're releasing a lot of negativity that has held us back in the past. And we're really starting to see ourselves. And it doesn't matter our age. We always have awakenings. We always have, these change in spheres and beings where it's like, oh, I see me a little bit clearer. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. I laugh because the Hierophant is Taurus energy. So we are in a bit of, not a pickle so much, but the Taurus energy during this time it's going to be that sister energy that kind of shows our flaws, just shows, where we're losing our temper, how we're getting overwhelmed with certain things, and it really brings things to the forefront. And it's like, oh, okay, so just be mindful. This can be the most fantastic time for us because we get Taurus energy. We get Taurus energy like if you have a sister or a sibling, you get your sibling. You may not always get on with your sibling, but you get your sibling. And this is going to be a time where, yeah, our buttons are pushed. Yes, we're looking at things differently, but we're understanding it. And it's like, oh, this is where I need to be, or oh, this is how I'm moving forward for me, or this is how I'm seeing myself. And that's going to be a very big thing. And that is a very big thing. Now, again, we're not going to be completely imbalance or completely, saying like, oh, I know exactly what I want. We have a lot more questions during this time than we have answers. So looking at that and respecting that within ourselves is going to be important. The Hangman reversed. We are seeing things so differently and we're questioning ourselves like, oh, maybe I should just be like everybody else. Maybe I need to be on the right path. How do you know you're not? If you come from a place of love, if you come from a place of respect, if you come from a place of kindness, why are you thinking you have to change you? Why? Because things are stressful and things are overwhelming. And it's like, well, if I just change everything that I am, if I just change me, then it'll all be good. And it's like, will it? Will it? Or then will it be, oh, I need to change something else and something else? Because remember, Mercury is our thoughts. Mercury is, is our thoughts. It is our communication. It is our expression. That's why people are like, oh no, Mercury retrograde, because it puts backwards all the things that, are our day to day, the way that we talk with people, the way that we travel through this world. So when Mercury enters into Taurus, we become much more kind of set on what we want to stabilize and empower ourselves as we move forward. We're looking to have clear boundaries in our relationships. We're looking to have clear boundaries in what we desire of ourselves and saying, okay, well, I can't work all the time. What is it that I want? Or I can't do this all the time. I can't be there all the time. How do I have boundaries? How do I say, this is what I want? This is what I need. This is how I need to move forward for me. Now, we don't want to be stressed. And that's why we see here with the Eight of Swords reversed and the Seven of Swords reversed, we are releasing stress. We are releasing lies. We are releasing worry, doubt, fear, feeling like we need to be this certain way or that certain way. And so as we release this, we start to see ourselves. We start to say, oh, I can see this differently within me, or, oh, this is my empowerment. This is what I desire. The Six of Swords is a time, and the Six of Swords reverse is a time where we want things to move quickly. We want it to go fast. We want there to be a speed and an outcome. And Taurus energy moves slow. Earth sign energy moves slow. Now, we can also be feeling the effects of having Mercury, which moves pretty darn fast in Taurus energy. And we can be like, oh, it's supposed to be picking up. And we're going to be thinking, again, any action is better than inaction. And that's not always the case. So do be mindful about that as well. With the moon is Pisces energy. So again, if we have Pisces in our chart, if we have Pisces in our lives, we can be finding this energy to be a bit difficult. But the moon is also our fears. We are going to see our fears come forward in a way that we're like, whoa, I thought I dealt with this, because the cage is opening up. We're being released from the doubts that we have had and the anger that we have had and the feeling of being overwhelmed. But also, we are going to be facing our fears during this time, giving voice and giving understanding to what has held us back, that what has made us feel small, what has, made us doubt that we can move forward. So that's going to be important here as well. With the star, be very, very mindful during this time, okay, of Aquarius energy, yes, right? If we have it in our chart, if we have it in our lives. But this is our dreams kind of being utilized against us. This is somebody seeing a spark of what we really desire and exploiting it. So do be mindful about that as well. Our ears really want to hear our dreams coming forward. And we're afraid of embracing our dreams, right? We're afraid of fully stepping into ourselves during this time. It's like, ooh, can I do this? Can I not do this? Do I know what I want? Do I know what I don't want? We have this push and pull, this feeling of being overwhelmed. But we can give somebody else our power. And that's what we have to be mindful of, Scorpio. It's like, well, I could never do it as well as them. I can never be this, or I can never be like that, or it's never going to be just so. It's like, no, it's not. It's going to be you. And that is going to be the most beautiful, powerful thing about it, that it's going to be you. And during this time, you need to embrace you. You need to see you. You need to say, this is what I want. This is how I'm moving forward. This is what I'm going after. And just really say, I'm tired of the BS, and step into your power. You're going to doubt yourself. As Mercury enters into Taurus, Scorpio, you're going to doubt yourself. You're going to think, I can't do it. And Spirit is saying, feel the fear and do it anyway, because there will never be a perfect time. There will always be something that makes us feel inadequate, that makes us feel overwhelmed. It will never be the perfect time. Make it the perfect time for you now. You have tremendous power and you are absolutely brilliant. So once you understand the fears of this time, it's like, okay, once I understand that, I can be overwhelmed, that this can happen, that I'll doubt myself, that I'm breaking free, but then I fear, like, how do I spread my wings forward? How do I really step into what I desire in my life? Once I look at that fear and I say, I see you, I'm not ruled by you, well, then you've just changed the game completely. And you've taken back the power, Scorpio. And that's what this time is all about. It's about taking back your power. And it's about fully, openly, and honestly seeing yourself and going after what it is that you want. And saying kind of like, I get it what everybody else wants, but as long as I'm coming from a place of love and compassion and respect, my doors are open. My doors are open and I'm elevating. I'm leveling up, in a video game, you're leveling up to go to the next level, to, beat the higher boss. Our subconscious spirit message is luminous. We are luminous. Spirit is saying here, embrace the quieter, subtler aspects of things because you are luminous. It brings us to our subconscious spirit message, chakra message, which is dream. This is the third eye chakra coming through, not a blockage in it. Okay, Scorpio, we actually feel very comfortable with the third eye chakra. That land between dreams and reality is the land that we thrive in. And that's why with us kind of getting in our own way or doubting ourselves or feeling overwhelmed, that's where our dreams can start to be manipulated by others or manipulated by ourselves. I shouldn't want this much. I shouldn't do this much. What if everything falls apart? What if they can pile? And the Eight of Swords is like, but I'm freeing myself from that. And it can still be like we take 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. We're still 1 step ahead, but we are still doubting. So just being aware of this is going to be important, because as the third eye chakra opens, it's like, oh, these are my dreams. This is what I desire. Spirit speaks to me through my dreams. Keep a dream journal. Let spirit speak to you. Let yourself open to the ideas and the wonderment that are coming forward. It brings us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. And this is the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups reversed is, again, our dreams, our desires, our cross our fingers wish being used against us. The Star card is a wish card, right? It's our soul's wish, our guts wish, our deepest desire that sometimes we even lose track with. It's the reason why we're born, the reason why we're here on this earthly plane. And the 9 of Cups is our cross the finger. Oh, I hope this happens. I hope this happens wish. And so we can doubt, we can fear, we can feel overwhelmed, we can feel unseen, we can feel like, how do I move forward and where is it that I need to be? And so we can feel like nobody's hearing our wishes. And yet our wishes right now couldn't be more alive. We're just learning how to articulate it. And we're also releasing so much of the nonsense that has kept us held back, or that has made us think, oh, you can't possibly say that. You can't possibly be that. You don't really think you can, right? That's the 7 of Swords reverse, right? We're releasing the lies. It's not just that we're seeing them and we're thinking, oh, well, this isn't true. It's that we're actively rebelling against them during this time as Mercury enters into Taurus. And our subconscious tarot message is the Tower reversed. We are seeing that things, they've fallen apart. We have been through some really rough times. We have been through intense times. We have doubted ourselves. We had watched what we have worked so hard for broken. We have been overwhelmed, right? We have seen it all. Well, maybe not all of it. But the Tower is an intense time of change. It's not a bad time. It is just a time where Spirit says, okay, I'm kicking you out of the nest. Kind of like a baby bird, right? The mama bird says it's time to fly. And the baby bird's like, no, I'm really happy in this nest. And the mama bird kicks him out and says, time to fly. It's time to go. It's time to see. And that's what Spirit is doing to us. And sometimes it is overwhelming, and sometimes it's terrifying. It's always terrifying, right? When a Tower time comes. But Tower times can be beautiful, right? We can see a Tower time, and it can be getting married. It can be having children. It can be moving. It can be getting a new job. It can be, embracing a hobby that you really, really want to be good with, but you're stinking, right? Because you're a beginner. And it's saying, this is my Tower time. If I go through it, it changes me at like a molecular level. It changes my soul and myself and the way I move through this world. And so here we're learning how to rebuild after a Tower time, after things have gotten intense, after things have gotten overwhelming, after we have truly and undeniably seen ourselves. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy, as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.